Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your career and finance reading for December 2017 and January 2018. I'm using the Robin Wood Tarot deck and the Animal Messages Oracle deck. So let's start with this message from Spirit. It's the bison. You know, the bison is very strong. Recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. And I think the message there is that sometimes we strive for what we don't have. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. And we strive for what we don't have, and we don't appreciate what we do have. And I think that's really about appreciating and recognizing what you had in your past and what you still have in your present. Now, the overall theme for the next 2 months is the Sun card. That's success and happiness and joy. So that's a fantastic card to have. And I think the number 19 might have some significance for some of you. So let me go through these cards. It's a past, present, future spread. So in the past, there was some kind of heartache surrounding your work and surrounding your job. There was a new opportunity here, something that you loved doing, something that you felt very passionate about. The Ace of Cups is something you felt very passionate about. And then there's this Queen of Wands. She could represent you. She could represent some kind of an authority figure, whether that was a boss of some kind, or this was just you with your creativity and passion. I think it's more about you, what you felt passionate about, doing something that you felt passionate about. And this heartache, maybe it turned into a heartache, or maybe you recovered from a heartache and found something that you felt very passionate about. And in the present energies, I'll go right to this card. This is the heart of the matter. The heart of the reading is the Strength card. It's having that inner strength to carry on and having that inner strength to move forward with your job, with your career, doing whatever is necessary. It could also have to do with a job that requires a tremendous amount of stamina. Some jobs are very difficult, whether it's difficult physically or difficult mentally or emotionally. And, you know, those kinds of jobs can be just as draining if you're using your mind. It can be just as draining as a physical job. So this is at the core of your reading, at the heart of your reading. And in your present energy also is success and victory. It's getting yourself together and pulling together all of those opposing forces and moving forward, moving ahead towards success and victory. And that's in your present energy. And also in your present energy is this King of Wands. So again, this could be a Sagittarius because Sagittarius is a fire sign. And the Wands energy is a fire sign. So it's really about that inner qualities that you have as a Sagittarius of having the ability and the passion and the fortitude to forge ahead in your career. So far, what I'm seeing is tremendous success in your career and in your jobs, and especially within these next 2 months. Now, in your future, there may be some boredom and some discontent. There may be some missed opportunities coming up, maybe because you just choose not to. Maybe it's just something that doesn't really ignite your fire the way these past energies have in the past and in the present. But here's also about making a decision. You're coming to a point where you have to make a decision about something, choosing something. I'm going to pull clarifiers to get more clarity on these. But then here's an opportunity for you also. This is an opportunity using your knowledge, using your intellect, using your education for your future responsibilities at work or for a future job. So let me pull a few clarifiers and see what comes up. I want to find out about this Three of Swords, this heartache. It was a juggling act. I'm going to keep going through all of this. So the heartache was regarding a juggling act. And a balancing act. He's actually balancing on a wire. So it's this juggling balancing act that you were doing. It was either juggling your career with your home life or your career with a relationship. And then this one came out with it also, the Magician. So if this is regarding a heartache, I would say this is somebody who was very manipulative in your past. Or this is about you taking that first step and trying to venture into the world to create job and the career and the finances that you intended, but it turned into heartache because these two cards are surrounding this heartache. So if it's not somebody who was manipulative to you, or if this is a person, this was a juggling act with this person, you know, maybe maybe it's like this emotional balancing act that you had to play with this person if he was a boss of yours in the past, or somebody in your past who had some kind of authority over you, but he was manipulative in a way, and you were constantly playing this juggling act with this person and walking a tight line and trying not to fall off, trying to please this person, and no matter what you did, you can never quite please them. You can never quite please that person, and it turned into a heartache. I'm going to pull a clarifier for this Queen of Wands and for the King of Wands. I'm going to see what they are. It could just be your energy. It's probably your energy about what you feel passionate about and doing something that you love. So I'll pull one card on the Queen and one card on the King and see what comes out. Okay, so for the Queen, we have the Wish card, the Nine of Cups. This is definitely feeling, you know, Sagittarius are known for being very optimistic people, very happy overall. Optimistic, always looking at the glass half full. You know, you've got 9 glasses that are half full, no matter what's going on in your life. And this is your cup. Your cup runneth over, you know, it's full of everything that you feel here. It's absolutely, your cup is running over. And this is all of your 9 of Cups as your cups that are half full. You're very optimistic, very happy. This is your Wish card. This is getting what you want and feeling very happy in your job and in your career in the past. Let me drop this one here. So then I'll pick one for the King of Wands and see what comes up with the King of Wands. It's a very good quality that a Sagittarius has. So here we have the Emperor. So this is some kind of an authority figure, whether that's you. I mean, you could be in a position of authority at your job. You do have that quality of having a fire sign. So this could be you as an authority figure at work, or this just represents an authority figure. I don't know. I'm going to say it's more of you. This is a quality within you. Because you have that inner strength and that fortitude and the optimism that moves you up on the, you know, that moves you ahead in your career. It moves you forward. This is the strength. This is you having complete control over your emotions and over your actions and moving towards success. This is so typical of a Sagittarius. I'm not at all surprised by what I'm pulling out on these cards. Okay, so let me go towards this, because I think these are related. This is about a choice that you have to make. And this is the opportunity here. That's the new opportunity, the swords. And this is you having to make that choice. So this is a new opportunity, and this is you feeling bored and discontent. So maybe whatever you're doing in your life, whatever you're doing in your career, you're going to find success here, but it's eventually going to get to a point where it no longer challenges you. And you like to be challenged. You like to be challenged with your work, and you work very hard at what you do. So here's the Moon card. So it's being discontent because you're not quite seeing things very clearly. The Moon card is when it's not very clear to you. Maybe it's not quite as bad as you think, because here's this message from Spirit. This is your advice. You know, recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. And maybe you feel like you're not achieving the goals that you set out to achieve. So you're feeling somewhat discontent with your job, but you're not seeing it very clearly. The light of the moon is not as bright as the light of the sun, so you're not really seeing your situation very clearly, and that's your message from Spirit. But here's the overall theme is the sun. This is clarity. This is you opening your eyes and looking at your situation with open eyes and with clarity, and seeing the blessings that you have in your life. And this is the advice from Spirit, these 2 cards right here. It's a lot better than what you think it is, because you have a lot of strength and a lot of courage to create the success, to create the abundance that you desire. And now you have to make this choice. So I'm going to pull another card because these all go together. I think this feeling bored and discontent with this Four of Cups and not appreciating what you have, it's because you're not seeing your situation clearly. But here's this opportunity. And you have to make a choice where that opportunity is concerned. So I'll try to pull another card, maybe 2 cards, about what your choice is. I mean, the cards that I'm seeing are very, very positive cards. Nothing jumps out per se that, you know, you're a wealthy person, but what does jump out is that you're very happy and content in the past and in the present, but in the future, you might not be. But it's your perception of it. It's not the truth, it's your perception. So here we have the 2. Okay, here's another choice. It's just telling me you have a choice. That's another choice. The 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords are both about having to make a choice in your future. And what do you choose? Do you choose the truth? Or do you choose... I need another one. That's just not enough. Maybe Spirit isn't going to tell me. Maybe they're just not going to tell me the answers. It's just that in the future you're going to have to make a choice, but it's really up to you. I think if you open your eyes and look at your situation with a positive attitude, which is generally your attitude anyway, you're very positive people. Consider what makes your heart sing. And here we have mastering your skills. So I think it's all about choosing. If this is your knowledge, you know, this could be a master's degree. Maybe you need to go back to school and further your education. But this is about you using your skills, using your knowledge on the job. So it's about choosing this opportunity where you are using your skills, your skill set, your knowledge. Let me think if there's anything else I want to pull a card on. Let me go this way. I don't think so. I think that's all I need to pull. If I go this way, from top to bottom here, that also gives more clarity. So in this situation where your heart was broken because you had to juggle things, whether you were juggling your career with your home life or you were juggling all the responsibilities that you had at work, and then there was this person here that you could never quite please him. He was very manipulative. Or it's referring to you trying to manifest the job and the career and the skill set that you desired, but there was some kind of heartache involved in that. You know, this could have been a very manipulative person, or it could be you trying to manifest what you wanted, but you couldn't. And from that, then in the present, you were able to gain control of that situation towards success and victory and move ahead, move forward in your career. Move forward in your job, having some success and victory, having control over your situation, having control over your life, having control over your job and your career and your finances. But it's going to lead towards some sort of discontent. But it's just a situation that you're not seeing clearly. And that's the message from Spirit, is you're not seeing it clearly. So open your eyes. Let the sun shine down on you. Let your optimism rain down on you. To try to see the positive aspects of whatever this future situation is going to be. And then in the past, here's an opportunity you had with your work that you felt very passionate about something. You know, your cup overflows. That's your optimism and feeling passionate about what you did and having the strength and the fortitude, or having the physical strength to succeed at your job, the mental strength to succeed at your job, the strength to overcome whatever obstacles were here with this person, with this magician, with this person who may have been manipulative, and having the fortitude to succeed at your work. And then that leads towards this choice. You're being given a choice. You know, the fact that you're being given this choice, whether it's a new job or if it's an advancement in your current job and your current position, or taking on more responsibilities. But both of these cards are referencing having to make a choice. You're going in a new direction and you need to choose what you're going to do. Then if we start up here, this is you feeling very passionate about your job. and having a lot of energy and that strength and passion and really loving what you do and that optimism. All that optimism that you have and the happiness at your job. And then that leads towards you in some kind of successful, like a supervisory position. This is you being the boss, being in charge, being in control, being in command, whether you're self-employed or you're the supervisor or, vice president, CEO, or whatever success you're finding in your career, that's reflected here. And then that leads towards new opportunities where you can use your knowledge, using your knowledge and your skill set for this new opportunity that's coming your way, using your education, or it may just be an opportunity to go get your master's degree. This is the master. This card represents the master, mastering your skills. So this could be an opportunity for you to go back to school as well. Seeking some, new skills and new knowledge and education for your job. And that's in the near future here as well. And here's your optimism card, having a great 2 months ahead, having a great December and a great January. So there you go, Sagittarius. It looks like you're really off for a really fabulous December and January where your career is concerned. Comment below. Let me know how this turns out for you. If you're interested in a reading, I'm going to do a December special for a career spread or any kind of spread. This kind of spread, past, present, future, for $10. But it's going to expire December 23rd. So if you want it, email me below, sugarmoon444@yahoo.com. I've got it down in the description box, and we can set up an appointment. And as long as you get this in and paid for by December 23rd, I'll do this reading for you for $10. Thanks. Have a great month ahead.